Hello, class. My name is Kevin Wang, and I did my campaign or my social movement study on, or my case study on No Shave November. So let's hop right into it. Basically, No Shave November um, is a time where men don't shave their face, don't shave their facial hair. And then at the end of the month of November, they would then take that money and then donate that to um, their whatever foundation they wanted to donate to. Basically the campaign's objective was to raise awareness for um, men's prostate and testicular cancer. However, originally it was started to raise awareness for all types of cancer, but it slowly shifted towards um, men's prostate and testicular cancer. A couple strategies that they used, or basically that their main strategy was to promote this type of cancer awareness during the month of November, hence No Shave November. And for the month of November, the members would not, or people that are participating would not remove any type of any hair from their face during November, and um, all of that hair or all of that money that they saved would be donated to um, the charity of their choosing. And then a couple theories that communication supported, or that was supported, um, are social learning theory, uncertainty reduction theory, computer mediated communication, and specifically social presence theory within computer mediated communication, and media richness theory. One thing to note of, I guess, one of the theories, uncertainty reduction theory, basically, that was a big part of it because, and I'll go over this later in the presentation, but just to hit on one of these theories, uncertainty reduction theory, basically people who were wondering why people wanted to grow out their facial hairs would ask, um, out of pure curiosity, why are you growing out your hair? Or like, why do you have a mustache? Why aren't you shaving? Through that, they would then, the participating members would then be able to have kind of this gateway to explain why or to raise awareness. Um, and as we move forward, some tactics and tools. What are some tactics and tools used to execute the strategy? Um, well, the main way that was used to execute this strategy was through social media, basically through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Caught like wildfire. People on television shows, even The Office, um, was able to promote or raise awareness because it caught on so quickly. The scripts had No Shave November in it. Um, During the month of November, actors wouldn't shave, and so that kind of was a big part of um, tactics and tools. Um, Also, the um, or No Shave November, the campaign worked with these organizations called Prevent Cancer Foundation, Fight uh, Colorectal Cancer, and also St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Um, and so after these tactics and strategies, how do we know that these tactics were effective? Well, it was effective because it kind of you saw a whole bunch of people um, not shaving during the month of November. It was in news articles, it was in media, and also, as I said before, in television shows. Um, and then, how do we know that these were effective, or how can we kind of examine um, that it was effective? Well, basically, I took to some Twitter and Facebook searches, um, and through searching there, you can kind of see that the campaign was big, or that people knew of it, but I think a lot of people didn't really know exactly what it was for. People might understand that, oh, like, No Shave November means not to shave during November, but a lot of these search results that came up didn't clearly explain that it was to raise awareness for cancer, or for men's prostate cancer. Um, and it just kind of goes to show that sometimes the message is lost during in translation. So let's move on from here. The significance. So, what is the campaign significance? And this is, as I explained before, the uncertainty reduction theory plays a big part of, um, how this movement kind of progressed. And it was through the act. I think the way that they promoted it through not shaving was a clever way of trying to get people to be curious of, why is this, why my friend or family member not shaving, and that kind of, you know, the campaign used people's curiosity to kind of spread the word, and also utilizing tools like technological tools like or new media tools like social media and Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, Snapchat. That was, the biggest way that they promoted it. Um, and then, does this have any societal implications? Well, a couple good things are that, if men like to grow out their beards, they were able to grow out their beards. And also within office settings, it would promote kind of this office camaraderie with their um, coworkers, because even with the bosses too. If the bosses would allow this, then they'd kind of show this support for their employees in allowing them to grow their beards, even if their organization had a dress code. A couple bad things are, if that office doesn't allow for those employees to grow their beards, and that kind of offsets, it's just a complicated area. And also for those that cannot grow facial hair, they can't really participate, or they can't participate physically by showing it, but they can still participate by, of course, donating. Moving on, what can we learn from the campaign? Well, this campaign showed that, first of all, raise awareness somewhat. So these people were taking some sort of action, as opposed to others that do not take action. But we learn here that this campaign, sometimes the original message can be shifted. And without like a sturdy foundation of knowledge, we're not exactly, or the campaign may not exactly be able to move forward. But luckily, with this campaign, people took it in a different direction and started to narrow down and be very specific with what they're trying to promote. Also, it's a difficult to begin and set parameters, such as ad campaigns. And I learned that through this past couple weeks of digital advocacy within the class. I try to set up an ad campaign, and then also promoting that, what kind of parameters you need, what kind of demographics you want to reach. And in the end, sometimes the message may be altered. Um, but yeah, that's it. Here are references. Also, at the end of the reference, there's a no shave link that you can all hopefully try to take a look at if you want. But yeah, I really enjoyed taking a look at No Shave November. Thank you.